The text came in at 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. We need you to take the kids April 10th through the 24th. Non-negotiable. Not a question. A command. My parents were sending my sister and her husband on a $12,000 Mediterranean cruise. 2 weeks of all-inclusive luxury while I was supposed to move into her house and watch her 3 kids for free. The same parents who told me they couldn't co-sign my community college loan 7 years ago. I stared at my phone for maybe 10 seconds. Then I typed one word. No. That single word detonated my family. How does saying no destroy everything? How do you go from daughter to enemy overnight? I had 3 years of receipts. They had excuses. And by the time I was done, the cruise never happened. Let me tell you where this really started. Because it wasn't that text. It was 29 years of being invisible. Where are you watching from and what time is it there? Drop it in the comments and hit subscribe because you're going to want to see how this ends. My sister Emily is 3 years older than me. When she graduated high school, my parents paid for a private university. 4 years, room and board, spending money. She got a new SUV at graduation. Drove it off the lot with a bow on the hood. Her wedding cost $30,000. Open bar, live band, destination bachelorette in Nashville. When I graduated high school, I asked my dad to co-sign a loan for community college. He said, "We can't afford it right now. You'll figure it out." I drove a 2009 Civic I bought off Craigslist for $1,800. I worked 2 jobs. Waited tables during the day, stocked shelves at night. Took classes when I could afford them. It took me 6 years to finish a business degree. My parents' explanation for everything was always the same. Your sister has kids. She needs us more. Emily had her first baby at 22, then 2 more by 27, and I became the backup plan. Free babysitting when she wanted a girls' night. Loaned her my car when hers was in the shop. Picked the kids up from school when she double-booked herself. Every single time it was framed as just this once. But it happened every month. I started keeping track during my accounting classes. We learned to document everything. Dates, times, expenses. So I did. I told myself it was love. That families help each other. I didn't realize I was being used. Not until the cruise. My mom called me first. We have exciting news. We're sending Emily and Jason on a cruise for their anniversary. I said, "That's nice, Mom." Then the pause. "We need you to watch the kids." My stomach dropped. For how long? April 10th to the 24th. 2 weeks. I had 3 client projects due in that window. Tax season. I'm a freelance bookkeeper. April is when I make 30% of my yearly income. Mom, I have deadlines. I can't just cancel on clients. Her voice got sharp. Family comes first. Emily and Jason have been so stressed. They need this. The family group chat lit up 10 minutes later. Emily sent a message tagging me. "Thanks so much for watching the kids. You're a lifesaver. We're so excited." I hadn't agreed to anything. I texted back privately. "I didn't say yes. I have work." She replied in the group chat. "You don't have kids. You have the time. Just reschedule. It's not like you have a real job." A real job? I took a breath and called my dad. "Can you guys pay for a sitter? Or help cover my lost income?" He laughed. Actually laughed. "We're not made of money. We already paid for the trip. $12,000 for a cruise. But not $600 for childcare." I said I'd think about it. I didn't sleep that night. I sent a text the next morning. "I can't watch the kids. I'm sorry. I have work commitments I can't break." The phone rang within 60 seconds. My mom was crying. "How can you be so selfish? After everything we've done for you?" I tried to explain. She hung up. Then my dad called. "You're ungrateful. We raised you better than this." Emily sent a voice memo. I played it once. She was sobbing, saying I was ruining her marriage, that they'd been so stressed, and this was their one chance to reconnect, that I'd always resented her and this proved it. The extended family group chat exploded. Cousins, aunts, my Uncle Mike. "Just do it. It's easier. Don't be selfish. She's always been jealous Emily has a family. That last one broke something in me. I sat on my couch staring at my phone. 42 messages in 3 hours. One of my clients emailed, schedule conflict. We'd need to push our meeting back a week. Suddenly, doing it seemed possible. I opened a draft text. Okay, I'll do it. My thumb hovered over send. Then I opened my laptop. I pulled up a folder I hadn't looked at in months. And I remembered exactly who I was. I didn't send that text. The folder was labeled Family Log. I started it 3 years ago during my accounting coursework. My professor said, document everything that matters. Numbers don't lie. So I tracked it. Every time I babysat, date, time, duration, what I had to cancel, 47 times in 3 years. 4 to 8 hours each. Emergency school pickups. One full weekend when Emily went to a spa retreat. I missed client meetings. Skipped a friend's birthday dinner. Rescheduled a dental surgery. I ran the numbers at market rate for a babysitter in our area. $15 an hour, average 6 hours per session. $4,340. That's what I'd given them for free. Then I opened the second spreadsheet. Parental Financial Assistance Comparison, 2019 to 2024. I'm thorough. I logged every gift they gave each of us over 5 years. Emily's side, college tuition, car down payment, wedding, house down payment, cruise deposit, $87,000. My side, birthday checks, one Christmas bonus, $1,200, $87,000 versus 1.2. I took a screenshot of both sheets. Saved them. Didn't send them, not yet, because I needed to understand why they thought they could keep doing this. And I was about to find out. My parents didn't wait for me to change my mind. They announced it for me. My mom posted in the family group chat. We're so grateful our daughter stepped up to help her sister. Family is everything, I replied immediately. I didn't agree to watch the kids. My mom's response came 30 seconds later. We must have misunderstood. We thought you said yes. A lie. In writing. In front of 23 family members. Emily escalated it to Facebook. She didn't name me. She didn't have to. Dealing with some family drama right now. Please pray for us. We've been under so much stress and really need this time away. But some people only think about themselves. The comments poured in. Friends, co-workers, people from her church. You deserve this, Emily. Family should support family. Some people are just toxic. My dad called that night. His voice was ice. If you don't do this, don't bother coming to Christmas. Or Easter. We're done. My hands were shaking. You're disowning me because I won't cancel my work? You're choosing to blow up this family over 2 weeks. He hung up. I sat in the silence. Total estrangement. That was the price. The cruise was 9 days away. They thought the clock would break me. They were wrong. I gave them one chance to back down. They doubled down instead. I went digging. Emily's Instagram was public. I scrolled back 6 months. Designer purse unboxing? $350 tagged. Weekend spa trip with the girls. New patio furniture. Restoration hardware. Daily Starbucks check-ins. I cross-referenced the dates. 3 times in that window, she'd texted me claiming she couldn't afford daycare and desperately needed me to babysit. The same week, she posted a $200 brunch bill. Then I checked her Venmo, public transactions. She'd paid friends $50 to $80 for things like girls' night and watch the dog. She paid strangers. She never once offered me gas money. I took screenshots. 14 images. Time-stamped, captioned, tagged. Then I found her husband Jason's LinkedIn. He'd posted about a promotion 6 months ago. New title, Senior Account Manager. I looked up the salary range. $90,000 to $110,000 a year. They weren't struggling. They were cheap, and they expected me to subsidize their lifestyle while they treated me like unpaid staff. I saved everything to a new folder. This wasn't about need. It never had been. It was about control, and I finally knew exactly what I was going to do. There was one person in my family who'd always been neutral. Aunt Linda, my dad's older sister. I called her. Why do they treat us so differently? She sighed. Long and slow. You really want to know? Yes. Your mom had 3 miscarriages before Emily. She was traumatic. When Emily was born healthy, she became everything to them. I didn't say anything. And you? Linda's voice softened. You were unplanned. A surprise? But you were healthy. Strong. You didn't need them the way Emily did. So they stopped seeing you. It wasn't malice. It was narcissism wrapped in a trauma response. Emily was their identity. The proof they were good parents. Every dollar they spent on her, every opportunity they handed her, was a brick in the monument to their success. Admitting she was spoiled, entitled, ungrateful, that would shatter the whole thing. The cruise wasn't a gift. It was a prop for their parenting legacy. And I was invisible because I didn't fit the narrative. Linda's voice dropped to a whisper. If you push back, they'll make you the villain. They have to. It's the only way the story still works. I thanked her. And I hung up. I wasn't fighting for fairness anymore. I was fighting to be seen. I wasn't going to argue. I wasn't going to defend myself in the group chat or on Facebook. I was going to let the numbers speak. I opened a fresh document. Title page, Family Financial and Childcare Summary 2019 to 2024. 3 pages, clean, professional. Page 1, the babysitting log. 47 sessions. Market rate calculation. Page 2, the financial comparison. 87,000 versus 1.2 thousand. Page 3, screenshots. Emily's spending. Jason's promotion. Venmo payments to everyone except me. Then I wrote a closing statement. 1 paragraph. I will no longer provide unpaid labor or accept inequitable treatment. I am open to maintaining a relationship on respectful terms, with clear boundaries. I hope we can move forward with honesty. Calm, measured, irrefutable. I saved it as a PDF. Then I scheduled an email to send to my parents, Emily, Jason, and the extended family group. Send time, 8 a.m., April 10th. The morning they expected me to show up. I also booked a cabin upstate. $320. Same dates as their cruise departure. Non-refundable. Accountability. I turned off my phone notifications. And I waited. I wasn't burning a bridge. I was charging a toll to cross it. April 10th. 8 a.m. The email sent. I was already 2 hours into my drive north. Phone on Do Not Disturb. I stopped for coffee at 10. Checked my messages. 47 notifications. I opened the family group chat. My mom's first message. This is a lie. She's trying to destroy us. My dad. Manipulated numbers. She was always good at twisting things. Emily. I can't believe she'd stoop this low. Those screenshots are out of context. Then my cousin Jenna replied, I ran the numbers. They're accurate. I've watched Emily's kids 4 times in the last year. I never got a thank you either. My Uncle Joe, he's an accountant. I've seen this pattern for years. 87K to 1.2 isn't a rounding error. It's a choice. Emily tried to recover. The Venmo stuff is private. She had no right to share it. Cousin Matt replied with a link. Your Venmo is public, Emily. Everyone can see it. The thread split. Older generation defending my parents. Younger cousins backing me. Aunt Linda posted once, I love you all. But this needed to be said. My dad sent one final message to the group. If anyone sides with her, you're choosing to destroy this family too. 3 people left the chat. Then my phone buzzed. A private text from Emily. We can't find childcare. We're going to miss the cruise. Are you happy now? I didn't respond. At 2 p.m., Emily posted on Facebook. Due to an unforeseen family emergency, we won't be able to go on our trip. Thank you for your prayers. The comments were supportive. She didn't explain. But I knew they missed the cruise. Lost $2,000 in cancellation fees. My parents sent me one text. You've destroyed this family, I replied once. I stopped pretending we were one. Then I blocked them. I stayed in that cabin for 3 days. No signal, no noise, just silence. I came back to 11 missed calls. 5 were from my parents and Emily. 5 were from cousins and Aunt Linda. 1 was from my Uncle Joe, saying he was proud of me. A week later, a letter arrived from a lawyer my parents hired, threatening defamation, claiming I'd damaged Emily's reputation. I took it to a free legal clinic. The attorney read it and laughed. Truth is an absolute defense. You documented everything. They have no case. They never filed. Emily blocked me on every platform. Jason sent one text a month later. You were right, but you didn't have to nuke it. I didn't reply. 3 months later, my parents sent an email. Stiff. Formal. They proposed a mediated family conversation with a therapist. I agreed, on one condition. Emily and Jason had to attend, and the therapist had to review my financial summary first. They refused. I closed that door. 6 months after the email, my freelance business hit a new milestone. I hired an assistant. I signed 3 long-term clients. At the end of the year, I'd made $78,000. I used the same spreadsheet discipline I'd used to track everything else. I ran into Emily once, at a grocery store. She saw me in the cereal aisle, looked away, kept walking. I felt nothing. Not triumph, not sadness, just clarity. I started a small fund for my younger cousin's college expenses. $50 a month, quiet, no announcements. No credit, just boundaries. I never reconciled with my parents. I don't hate them, but I don't need their approval anymore. The moral is simple. You can't fix people who need you to stay small. The only way to win is to walk away whole. This story is a fictionalized dramatization and is not legal or financial advice. So let me ask you, would you have sent the email? What's the longest you've been the family backup? Drop your story in the comments. I read everyone. And if this hit home, hit that subscribe button. You're not alone. And we're just getting started.